Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, doing our September State of the Channel video. A lot to talk about here. Let me start off by apologizing for missing, I think we did July, but I think we missed August's State of the Channel video. I'm going to get to the real life stuff in a little bit, but essentially I've been unbelievably busy, and hopefully it will calm down a little bit in the real life stuff for the next little bit of time. So hopefully we'll be seeing these regularly again. All right, so let's talk about the two purposes of these, as always, is I want to talk about the upcoming content on the channel, the stuff you can expect to be seeing, stuff I'll be playing in the next little while, and to a lesser degree, some of the stuff I'm looking out for, and then additionally, kind of my real life stuff that's going on in the background to give you some indication of how busy and how available and how around I'll be. So let's get through that. So first off, this month in particular, you guys have probably started to see some War of the Chosen and Battle Brothers content hitting the YouTube site. My expectation is we will see more of both of those games. I'm currently not quite complete, but moving towards, I believe, the end game of the War of the Chosen expansion. I'm doing a blind playthrough where I don't have any of the information going into it, like how any of the stuff works really. So we're getting a lot of fun discovering all the new shitty things the enemies can do to you. So that's War of the Chosen. I've been enjoying that a ton. If you guys are on the fence about whether or not to get that expansion, it is a huge increase over the initial content of XCOM 2. The game is really fun, a lot of really cool things added to it. It's good, and it's going to get better even again when the Long War 2 devs pick up the expansion editions and integrate those into Long War 2. I'm expecting we'll complete the current campaign we're on, and then we will probably do at least one more campaign trying to integrate the stuff that we've already learned into that next one. All right, Battle Brothers. You guys see me pick this up again. This is a hideously ugly game in terms of graphically, but damn is it a fun game. I'm pretty hooked on that right now. I want to be playing more of that, and will be playing more of that. We're currently completing or to a point where I might call the next campaign on that and start another one, and I'm thinking I may do a full Battle Brothers campaign, which is all the way through each of the three crises that occur in that game: the Nobles War, the Greenskin Invasion, and the Undead Invasion. And I'm expecting I would be playing and releasing those on the channel, and that will be at least started this month. Probably won't be finished during this month. Also, tomorrow, for those of you watching this video, probably be a little bit dated. Let me just check the date. That will be on the 14th of September. Divinity Original Sin 2 releases. This is an RPG with turn-based combat, and focused on, part of the focus is on having really good engaging fights between your party and the enemies that you encounter along this RPG. And I loved the first game, and I will be playing the second game both on stream, and of course it will be making it to YouTube as well. It's right up my alley in terms of turn-based tactical games. I'm excited about that game. I'm looking forward to that for a long time. So I'll be playing some of that on stream. I did have a little stint with Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. I enjoyed that enough that I may return to that. Didn't get many hours in on it on stream, but it is on my back burner, something I may return to at some point this month. In the same vein as that, I picked up the Battletech beta. That looks fun. At the moment, only skirmish mode is available in the beta, so it doesn't have a lot of replayability because there's just not a lot of the management elements of a game that I like to have in there right now. But that's fun, and I may play that on stream at some point this month. It's certainly on the back burner. Same with Blood Bowl 2. I picked up a copy of the Legendary Edition of Blood Bowl 2. I've been told for a long time that Blood Bowl kind of fits into the type of game that I like, with lots of abilities and lots of turn-based decision-making stuff. That, again, is going to be on the back burner. What else? Darkest Dungeon released a teaser of a new class coming out, the Shieldbreaker, I think she's called. I'm excited about it, but I probably won't be getting to Darkest Dungeon again this month. We have a ton of things on our plate, and we'll probably wait till A, that new content comes out, and B, we have some time to do it. But still enjoying the Darkest Dungeon. Has some incredible challenge runs. If you haven't checked those out, I strongly recommend them. We are pushing the extent of what I seem to be capable of doing in that game, and sometimes with some really fun results, and sometimes with some really frustrating results. So definitely go check out that last challenge run if you're at all into Darkest Dungeon. Additionally, some changes in the Dungeons and Dragons schedule. Well, not schedule so much as players. If you guys don't know, I play in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign with viewers, subscribers, viewers, moderators from my channel. And we've just changed up two of our players. Our DM Solitaire and I have now basically irreconcilable scheduling differences, so we're not going to be able to continue to play together. And Galgaliel has also bowed out for similar reasons. But we will be starting a new season. I guess we'll call it season 3 of Dungeons and Dragons with Zygon as our GM. We're going to be checking that out. I'll be playing a bard, which will be cool. I haven't played a full caster yet. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so if you guys like seeing RP, it's been pretty fun. I've really enjoyed the D&D system as a whole. It's interesting to have an open world game created by the mind of another human being that just the one person that you know, it's an interesting thing. You guys should check it out if you haven't already. It gets a bit silly at times, but I think that's part of the fun. If we're lucky, Joe and Ribs will be joining us. If you guys don't know him, I did a collaboration with him on XCOM 2. He's another streamer slash YouTuber who I really like and have gotten on very well with, and hopefully he'll be joining us for some D&D. Not quite sure if that's going to work out schedule-wise or not, but that's at least in the works. What else? Just the kind of last game thing I want to touch on for this, I know it's going a bit long, is Civ 5. Right now we're on track for our monthly goal of, at the moment, chat seems to want to see a Civ 5 game a month, roughly, seems to be okay. So we'll probably play another one of those, assuming the daily goals are met for the rest of the month, and then that will be fine. So we'll do at least a little bit more Civ 5 content. I know the Mali game's coming out right now, if you guys are checking on the YouTube game. All right. Let's talk a little bit about real life stuff. So, upcoming travel. This month, September, has been pretty decent to me in terms of travel. Both August and July, I was quite busy, which meant a lot of the time that I normally record videos like this, which is the days I don't stream, I was out of town and traveling. September, no travel. I think the first weekend or something like that I was out, but there'll be no travel for the rest of this month. Beginning of October is my brother's wedding, so I will be out of town for the weekend. I think it's the weekend of October 2nd, so it'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I won't be streaming for those. But other than that, I should be home for most of September and most of October, which is good and kind of unusual for my travel schedule. So that's awesome. So there should be a lot of content coming out over the next couple weeks. What else? If you guys can see these dark lines under my eyes, it's allergy season for me in Illinois, late summer. So if you see, looks like I've been beaten or not getting any sleep, it's probably just because I do a lot of this all day long as I rub my eyes from allergies. I was on PKA the other day again, if that's something you guys are interested in. So there's another episode of Painkiller already. If you guys don't know, it's a long-running YouTube podcast with hosts Taylor, Kyle, and Woody, and talks about pretty much everything. A lot of current events, news, a lot of bullshitting, and a lot of kind of speculative, kind of opinion-based stuff on pretty much everything. So that's been a good time. I've been on there 5 or 6 times now, and we were just on there a couple weekends ago. So if you like that kind of stuff and haven't checked that out, might give it a look. All right. Other than that, there is a Twitch promotion. If you guys haven't heard of this, it's half off for the first time for subs. So Twitch is not taking their cut of the sub money for the first month of subscription. So if you guys are interested in subbing to me on Twitch, this is a really good month to do that because it's half off for you guys to do that. I don't tend to do a lot of that type of promo, but it's a really good deal, and it doesn't cost you, or rather, it doesn't cost me anything that the Twitch is half off, and you guys save some money. So it seemed like something was worth bringing up. All right. Finally, I did have one Q&A question to get to. I'm not going to do a separate Q&A video for only one question. And the question was, did I have a planned dissertation study? And if so, what was it? And would I consider going back to continue my studies at graduate school? I'm going to answer the last one first. I really like my job as a streamer / YouTuber. I really enjoy this. I like the interactions. I like the overall experience of checking out the new games as they're coming out. I like the strategic thinking all day long. I like the challenge of it. I enjoy this. I like working from home. There's lots of really good things about this job. I don't particularly see myself going back to graduate school unless I'm unable to do this financially. I liked graduate school as well, but I prefer this, I think. So it seems unlikely to me, but we'll see. At the moment, finances are all right. We'll see how they are again in the next year and a half, something like that, and see how it continues to progress. And if I can keep trending towards slowly making a little bit more money each year till I get to some point where it feels like sustainable long term, I would prefer to do this for a profession. I like this profession. All right, but to answer the question of did I have a planned dissertation? No, I completed my master's thesis. My thesis was on the interaction of sexual arousal and sexual disgust, and my my dissertation likely would have been either an extension of something to do with that or an extension of other research I was working on. A lot of the research I did was on human sexuality, particularly BDSM and that type of human sexuality. So maybe I would have done dissertation related something in that vein, but I really hadn't gotten past the rough idea phase of that. The next thing on my graduate agenda for if I continued down that path would have been comprehensive exams. So it would have been about 6 months, 8 months of studying for a number of days of testing for comprehensive exams. And then after the comprehensive exams were taken care of, I would have kind of gone into the dissertation phase. My wife, by the way, is finishing up her dissertation now. She's on track to graduate by the end of this school year, and it's been a long, long track for her, and I definitely see the immense amount of work that would have been left in that program had I continued to stay there. So I don't know. I mean, will I go back to it? Maybe eventually, but I really like what I'm doing now, and I'm enjoying that a lot, and at the moment I can live off this, which is really, really important to me to be able to not only do what I like, but also be able to make a living doing it. So anyways, that's, as you guys can see on the screen, if you haven't noticed that already, these are the special thanks to the top tier Patreon donators, patrons rather. And I'm able to do this because of you guys. So again, thank you very much for that. All of you, all the donators, all the subs, all the patrons, all the viewers, all of you guys are helping to support my channel. This has been an incredible experience so far, and I really wish to continue to be able to do this. Anyways. So I think that about covers it for what I want to talk about today in the State of the Channel video. Hopefully I will have October's on regular timing as opposed to, so delayed or missing any of these. And yeah, so again, any comments, questions, discussions about games, that kind of stuff, please leave it in the comment section. I do read all of my comments, although I don't promise to respond to all of them. And in addition, if you guys are finding some of the stuff I'm playing interesting or wanting to talk to a community about it or ask some questions about it, my Discord is a really, really good place to do that. We have a fairly active, I keep saying we because it's like when I stream, I use we almost all the time, and now I need to switch to I, and it's fucking with my head a little bit. I have a fairly active Discord. My community is really good about answering questions there. We have channels for almost all the games I'm active in. So there's a Battle Brothers channel, there's an XCOM 2 channel, there's a Darkest Dungeon channel, there's a Civ 5 channel. And these are channels where all of my viewers who are playing these same games can either ask me stuff, but also can talk to each other about the games they're playing, setting up games together, or just talking about their campaigns, or asking questions about, well, what does this perk do, or what do you think of this build, or whatever else it happens to be. And if you guys haven't checked that out, I strongly recommend it. It's a really great place to talk gaming talk about the games you're interested in. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this will be a little bit of an update on an area where I plan to be releasing regular updates and haven't in a while, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys.